Good morning, ladies and gents. Good morning, my friends, my cohabitants of this beautiful planet. How are you? Feel free to put into the comments how you're doing today, what you're feeling, what your wish for this day is, what your needs are. Do you need any help? This is the last day to get the $18 voice memo quickie psychic reading. It's not a bad program. Excuse me. I'm gonna just make a little adjustment here. It's not a bad way to go. There's been some really good, just zooming right in on the issue and nailing it. I must say the guides are in good form lately. And when are they or not? The instrument may not be in great form, but the guides are in good form. Good morning, Sana Marie Wicks. How lovely to see you. How are you today? Oh, love, love, love to you. So, as is my custom, I'm wanting to draw a couple of cards, but I need to focus the intent. Intent is really powerful. So I can feel you all focusing the intent. How can we have the most spiritual day possible? So I'm just picking one of these cards from the, let's see if I get this box up in the picture. This is the Shadow edition of Threads of Fate. There you go. Threads of Fate Shadow Edition cards. I'm liking them. And the answer to this, the card that I pulled for the question, how can we have the most spiritual day, is the Weaver. And, I just think of that we weave our personalities, our souls, our intentions, our histories, our desires, what we hope to be. All of this gets woven into the spirituality of this day and into our spirituality. And do the best we can with each and every day. So let's see. As I was setting up, I also pulled this card, which is from the Reconnecting Soul 142 DNA activation cards. Whoopsie. I'm outdoors, and it's a very odd setup, so things are a little slippery and changeable right now. And oopsie, trying to get it right. All right. So this is the other card that I pulled is the Logic card. And this card can easily be inserted into that space between our crown chakra and the soul chakra, about 18 inches above the head. There you go, like that. Isn't that good? And I personally, I don't relate to logic. I think of that as sort of a mathematical equation of making sense of this world. But, it can be handy. And I like the interpretation on the backside of this card. It says, once you activate this aspect, everything makes sense. And you can see the perfection in all that occurs and in all that exists. So that information brought it together for me. Like, it's not without love. It's just a way of seeing the interconnectedness of everything. And so once you activate this aspect, everything makes sense, and you can see the perfection in all that occurs and all that exists. And so if we weave logic into our energy systems and into our perspective today, then it really does make sense that we're bringing both of these things into our awareness and stitching up all the elements of the day. And the good news is, all we have to do is be in the moment, because everything unfolds no matter what, whether I resist it, like it, don't like it, have other ideas, want it, cherish it, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really matter. All I have to do is be in this moment. Okay. And to that effect, I'm going to bring up the integrating soul prayer. This is from my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. Good morning, Christine Darbyson. How nice of you to be here. Hello. So this is called Integrating Soul Prayer. So try to repeat each line after me. And it would be best if you can do it out loud so you can hear your voice telling you about how to integrate your soul. Okay. For the highest good of all, great creatress, please open my spiritual heart to full vibrancy. Awaken me to your divine design. By the power of your spirit within me, I presence my soul. I presence its light and consciousness. Oversee my soul and physical experience as we become one. Safe in your embrace. My soul's light fills me to the brim. Recognizing my soul's divinity and partnership with you, I open to receive its beneficial influence. Embodying my soul's light, I am strengthened. I am awakened to its consciousness. My soul neither dominates nor condemns me. Rather, my soul embraces me kindly, guides me wisely, fills my heart with its love, sweetens my thoughts, words, and deeds with compassion. My soul naturally forms my link with thee, great creatress. May all consciousness be of the light. And so it is. Amen. Letting that settle in, let's close our eyes and focus on our breath. Allowing our breath to guide us in our physical experience. Greetings and welcome from Anubis. You may be feeling your chakras lighting up right about now. It's one of our specialties. Aligning and balancing each chakra's strength, size, influence, and abilities on your behalf, connecting them up in a fluid and gentle way. It's as if you hum when your chakras are all aligned and empowered, trusted. You were given energy sensing abilities and energy systems like your chakras as part of your human design. And they contain within them much information about who you truly are. Some of your memories, both happy and not so happy, are contained within your chakras. And we see all of this is natural and good. And as it is, we seek not to change you, but to have you appreciate and notice, be aware of who you are energetically. And as you are aware of each one of your chakras, we will escort you through this bit of information and energetic link up. So first we focus you on your root chakra, your first chakra, that part of you that says, I am. And just notice how that statement feels in your physical body as you focus on this root chakra and this statement, I am. And as that chakra becomes your focus, the light of that I am is intensifying. Growing in perceptibility. You perceive your I am as strength, as presence, as wholeness. And as the perfection that you are or were as a newborn, coming into the physical world, feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and knowing from the I am place. You had no argument with a need. You had no resistance to an understanding. You simply were aware of your heartbeat, your breathing, and each moment. And in your second chakra, fueled by this I am, is a powerful igniting point to your creative abilities. You may find that within the second chakra, you are a different age, slightly older child, and even further, perhaps even a young adult, a curious teenager, an explorer, intrepid in your ways, and you're looking, filled with curious questions about the nature of this planet and the reality that goes with it. And you find the many projects that are important to you in this second chakra, that you are empowering within yourself. You are seeing that who you are and how you have played out the dramas in your life often come from this chakra, the second chakra, from your creativity and your procreativity and the roles that you have used to explore these areas of authority or challenging authority, as many of you have. And this second chakra has powered many of your actions, your investigations, your inquiries into spirituality, art, music, creativity, new knowledge. Very great interest to you. And this second chakra has powered the third chakra. This is the level of integrity and self-will, self-determination, nobility, your values, your considered rights and wrongs, your ability to express and hold to those values is strongly exhibited in the third chakra. Your ability to stick to a course of action that you have chosen, and what we would call your BS meter is here. When you detect a person lying, an untruth, some conflict of interest, a discordant note that causes you to be suspicious, wary. And refers you back to your own values and your own systems for expressing and determining truth, strength, the expression of power. And this third chakra is also where you connect with divine will. You bring it in slightly under the radar of your heart and under the radar of your third eye and your mind. You bring it into the third chakra. And sometimes there is a struggle between your self-will and divine will. What you harmonize with, what you surrender to. And the experience of turning your power over to something greater than yourself. And how to take your power back if you have turned it over to something erroneous. This is in your third chakra. And so we direct your attention to divine will surrounding you like threads. There is not a demand that you succumb or surrender to divine will. It just is a constant presence and a constant choice. It's an availability that moment to moment you can choose or not choose. But we're not saying that they are all evil or bad. It's just a logic of action and consequence. And this, again, is how you weave together the components using this wonderful source of information in all your chakras. And we would say to you also that a strength, if you can choose it often enough, to incorporate a listening to divine will, receptivity to divine will, it enhances who you are and how you express yourself in this life. And also brings power and trust of the fourth chakra, your heart chakra. Many of you distrust your heart. You felt that your heart led you astray and misguided you into inappropriate relationships. But much as children fight with one another as a way of learning how to stand up for yourselves, how to work with power, experiencing different permutations of relationship, power, authority, surrender, common ground, is the domain of the heart and the learning of the heart. But know also that the presence of divine will all around you, perhaps as threads that can be reached or connected within you. Similar to that, there is the presence of divine love, inexhaustible, infinite supply of divine love. And that, my friends, opens not just your physical heart, if it's closed, or your heart chakra, which may be overly open and not necessarily in touch with your discernment, but it may be open to divine love and your being a source or available to receive divine love through your spiritual heart. The third formation of heart in the human design. Or messages of spiritual nature are always encoded on a frequency of love. And you have all experienced this when amazing wisdom came out of your mouth and you had an expansive feeling in the heart that you were in touch with the message of the universe and that you knew everything that was needed to know for this journey. For that is true. And here you are on the physical plane, living it out, testing it out. And your spiritual heart is wise and large and discerning and open and powerful beyond measure. For it is not restricted by your physical limitations of gravity in the world of form or your history. Your spiritual heart is the ace in the hole. It's your ticket to expanded awareness. Consciousness that goes far beyond you, your personality, your training, your soul. It connects you to your guides and those wisdom beings that are in your presence and available to you. And your heart informs your throat chakra. It colors the wisdom with love that you speak in words or write or sing. The messages that you send out in your communications, even your body language that speaks the truth that perhaps is unspeakable in the throat chakra. Many of you have a logjam of letters and words and sayings and knowing and unspoken things, some of which are angry, frustrated, fighting against the impurities of disempowerment and denial, underappreciation. And so as we speak to you now, exhale those old, gray, uninformed messages. Just exhale them out. Let your heart chakra flow up into your throat chakra, and there be an opening, a flushing, a purifying. Let your throat chakra be open and a safe playground for you to play in. For words are creations in themselves and a certain path to manifesting. And they can be used for expression in the present moment of your truth. They can be used to format your coming moments, as in affirmations and reasserting some new truths, so that your personality can grow into them like an expanding, growing tree. And now we move your attention from the throat chakra to the third eye, where your human, earth-based mind, sometimes influenced by the collective human mind, exists. And also where you take in spiritual information. this knowingness, this sense of awareness, this fundamental understanding that doesn't come from a book, class, social programming, even religious or spiritual formatting. It is purely your spiritual knowing, and it mixes with your earth-based collective mind. And that bringing in of spiritual knowledge to mix with earth-based knowing produces the third element, the fourth element, the fifth element, because your earth-based knowing is like your black versus your spiritual knowing is your white. But your combination of the two produces the shades of color in between earth-based knowing and spiritual understanding. And this opens to the crown chakra, the seventh chakra, which is the receiver of your soul's information and light and consciousness in your eighth chakra. And notice as you open to receive the light and consciousness of your soul in the eighth chakra, that all of this flows down, touching each and every chakra below it, informing it of your source of being as a physical being, as a personality on the planet, shaped, authorized, and continuously enlivened by your soul. Your soul touches each and every chakra that you have, from within and from without. And so, for the sake of time, we bring your awareness back into your beautiful heart, your spiritual heart, connected fully and freely to the light of your soul, as is your every cell in your body. And this entire system, fueled by the soul, is connected to the great creatress herself, source, the divine, God, goddess, all that is. And it is your divine right by design that you should be connected to this divine source, your creator. And to all life. And so it is. So gently and easily we bring you back into your seat, into your existing location on the planet. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Leah. My love to you both. We bring you back into ordinary reality as it is. We thank you for joining us. We bid you adieu for now. So today is the 14th of June, and so it's the last day to really purchase the $18 personal guidance option on Etsy. The price is going up. Actually, today and tomorrow. It's going up tomorrow night. And you're invited to purchase one or more. Save them for later. I will track them for you. And if that is too small an offer, I urge you to have an exceptional reading, either with my guide Anubis, who you've just been experiencing, or an Akashic Records reading, where we bring in the power of your masters, teachers, and loved ones to illuminate your path and answer your questions. Your questions are good. There's no reason not to have them. It is another way that you weave logic and the weaver together, earth and spirit, here blended on the planet. We would love to help you. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for going over time with me. We bid you adieu. Oh, and if you want more, go to the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness group page, and I will be taking questions. Write them into the comments, and I will channel an answer for you. Get there soon. It all happens at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern time on the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group page. Thank you.